It took over a year to take the 16-star jump percent world record from a 1 hour and 26 minute run to just under 22 minutes. Drum percent has seen many route changes that have pushed the sum of best past the 20-minute mark. Today I'm going to break down some of the new 16-star jump percent strats. If you would like to join me on this journey, hit subscribe when you hear the gong. Alright, let's get started. There's two different strats in Bob on Battlefield, box clip and bomb clip. The box clip makes use of this box close to the start of the level to clip through the chain chomp gate. I roll on Tom 2 softly to get Mario in the walking state and into the right position to clip through. This star takes about 23 seconds to complete. The inputs are fairly simple and it's a very consistent strat. For bomb clip, the star starts with an immediate hit to the snare and Tom 1 rim. If timed correctly, Mario will have a straight path towards the bridge. Once we make it to the bomb, the real fun begins. The hardest part about this star is to grab the bomb on the correct frame, I have to time a snare and floor tom hit correctly, followed by a pedal beat press. If the beat is played correctly, Mario should have enough speed to clip through the gate. Here's how it sounds.
Here we go.
Now let's head over to Womp's Fortress. There's two different strats that we can use here, an original texture strat and a plank texture strat. I start the level by rolling on Tom 2 and flamming a hi-hat pedal with a bass drum hit. Once I grab the tree, I adjust the camera and then use a series of bass drum and hi-hat hits to make my way up to this plank. Previously, I was aligning to a texture on this wall to get the right position to execute Cannonless. This new plank texture strat takes about 15 to 19 seconds, depending on where I stop Mario here and how well aligned I am. If I position Mario correctly, I can skip part of the setup needed to grab the star. The challenging thing about this strat is the narrow window I have to start rolling on Tom 2 to start running on the plank. If mistimed, I will most likely fall on either side of the plank. It is a little harder to pull off, but I think it's worth the time save. Here's how it sounds.
Here we go!
Tower Star. This star starts similar to Cannonless. Once we make it up to this island, there's two main strats used to grab this star. I can either stop Mario and set up for a side flip wall kick, or the faster, riskier strat of having Mario move continuously. With a delicate dance between Tom 1, the floor tom, and Tom 2, I can execute this side flip to get up to the platform. I have to make sure that the double strokes stay consistent when switching drums to conserve Mario's momentum.
Here we go!
There's no changes to the penguin star, but there is changes for wall kicks will work. Our second star in CCM. I start the level by doing the tightest buzz roll I can on Tom 1 and the snare. After a couple of steps, a bass drum kick sends Mario off the ledge and towards the star area, and this is where the two strats start to differ. The first strat involves a double jump wall kick to reach the star. This takes about 16 seconds.
Here we go!
The new strat is a more familiar one, which uses 3 wall kicks to get to the star. The hardest part about this star is just timing the bass drum hits correctly to execute the wall kicks. Here's how that sounds.
Here we go!
Dark World with reds is possible on drums, and currently takes over a minute. Getting this star does add a lot of complexity, so at the moment I am not considering it for this route. Completing Dark World without reds isn't too bad. With decent movement and minimal mistakes, this level can be completed in about 35 seconds. I will be going over Bowser throws in a separate video, but here's a clip of a 2806 Bowser one on the drums. Exit star. With the old strat, I align Mario next to this wall. This gives me the correct angle to execute a side flip wall kick up to the platform, and then a hi-hat pedal and bass drum hit to long jump towards the star.
Here we go!
Similar to wall kicks will work, this star requires me to buzz roll on tom 2 and the floor tom to give Mario the correct angle for a wall kick. This strat is risky, but I think it's worth the time save.
Here we go!
Lastly, let's talk about MIPS. I have found a pretty consistent way of grabbing our sad bunny early. The key is to align Mario so he is close to this wall. I do this by hitting tom 1 a couple of times and immediately switching to tom 2. Then with 2 pedal B presses, Mario rolls out into the position we want. I then close the hi-hats and hit the bass drum to trigger a long jump. This gives me a great angle and puts Mario in close proximity to MIPS. This is how it sounds like. And that concludes the first episode of Jump%. If you're still watching this video, thank you so much for making it to the end. You're awesome. I am recording the second episode of this series where I will break down more complex speedrunning and drumming improvements made for the 16-star Jump% round. Yeah, I've had to change my drumming to make this happen. Remember, you matter, be kind. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Thank you to my patrons. You guys are so powerful, you can probably beat Bowser in a fight.